I want to talk to you from the subject, don't be indifferent toward money. I have discovered some very interesting psychological reasons for people having money problems. Now, your problems with money, or your abundance of money for that matter, begin with what I call your financial psychology. And I've never heard that term before, so write it down. And repeat that with me, financial psychology. And so I want to begin right away by giving you a question to interrogate yourself with so that you might determine your financial psychology. Here's the question. What is your attitude toward money? And you might write this in the first person. What is my attitude toward money? Now that may seem strange, and I've really never heard anybody probe into the psychological area of money much before Reverend Ike came along. As a matter of fact, that question sounds rather strange. What is my attitude toward money? The average person would say, well, what the hell has that got to do with the fact that I don't have the money that I need? Your attitude toward money has everything to do with your experience of money. Your attitude toward money will draw money to you or repel money from you. Your attitude toward money will help to maneuver you into better positions of financial compensation. And your attitude toward money can even cut you off from getting that job or that position that would bring you greater financial rewards. As someone has so aptly said, everything begins in mind. And money, like everything else, is a psychic vibration. And in order to experience money or any of the goodness of life, as you should, you have to be in tune with the infinite. Another question I'm going to give to you to interrogate yourself with. Do I have a repulsive attitude toward money? Do I have an attitude that is repulsive to money? Now, I'm talking about money as if it were a person, because here again, money is a psychic vibration. And you remember in some of my other money sermons, I've told you things like money is just like a woman. And in the psychic area of life, yes, money is a person. Money has a mentality. Money has emotions. Money has feelings. And if you hurt the feelings of money, she is going to stay away from you or give you trouble, or both. It is impossible to be indifferent toward money and have a good relationship with it. Over the past 2 years dealing with people in the money situation, I've discovered some interesting things about people's indifference to money and what it will do to them in their relationship with money. I'm thinking of a very brilliant young man who was in college making all A's. And somewhere around his junior year, he got a job at the college, working in the college radio station, and he told me about it. He was all excited and told me all that he was doing at the college radio station. And I said to him, I said, son, how much money are they paying you for that? He said, oh, you know, that doesn't matter. Right there, I said to myself, I says, gee. And I told him, I said, now, don't be indifferent to money. Because if you're indifferent to money, you're going to have problems. He said, oh, he said, but, you know, that doesn't really matter what they're paying me. So finally he graduated from college. And for about a year after he graduated from college, he had difficulty finding a job. There he was, a blue ribbon student. And every once in a while I would talk to him and I would work with him. to help him purge out his indifferent attitude toward money. Finally, I think he just about got rid of his indifference to money and got settled into society. But this shows you how your indifferent attitude toward money will give you problems that you will never think has anything to do with your attitude toward money. I was counseling a very aristocratic lady in Beverly Hills, California. Her late husband left her a wealthy woman, but she said her money got away from her. And I wondered why. And I listened to her for just a moment. As I've told you before, within 60 seconds after a person starts talking to me, I can size them up. That's why you say, I don't need to talk all day long. I tell you what to do, and if you do what I tell you, it'll work. Because, as I said in Philadelphia last night, I guarantee my stuff. But anyway, I discovered that the reason this lady's money got away from her was because she had an indifferent attitude toward money. I found that out because at the same time, someone was interested in hiring her. And the person said to her, well, how much money do you want for accepting this position? And she said to the person who was about to hire her, well, I don't really know. It doesn't matter. And I said to her, if you did that, that is exactly why your money got away from you in the first place. Don't ever give money the idea that it doesn't matter to you. Please write that down. Again, I want you to learn to deal with money as a psychological or a psychic entity. Deal with money as a personality. You know, the theologians and the philosophers, for that matter, have personalized everything else. Error has been personalized as the devil, for example. I personalize money as a very beautiful but very sensitive and aristocratic woman. If you start dealing with money on that basis, you'll get ahead a lot faster with money. Never speak lightly of money. Let me give you one of those statements that people are always making about money and thinking nothing of it, but all the same time they're talking money away from them. You can hear people say so many times, well, money isn't everything. Let's all confess. Who has ever said anything like that? Come on, let's just wave them high so we can confess and let these things go. That is an indifference toward money. That expresses an indifferent attitude. No, money is not everything. But it's like the old song says, money won't buy everything, it's true. But what it won't buy, I can't use. People say, well, money isn't all that important as long as you have love. And these silly young girls, present company accepted, who come to me and say, Reverend, I and my boyfriend, we want to get married. And the first question I ask, does he have any money, honey? No, but we've got love. I said, try paying the rent and buying the baby's milk with that, you fool. As long as we've got love, we can make it. Don't you believe that nonsense? Get hungry enough, you won't care about making love. Who wants to smooch hungry? So never speak lightly of money. Money's feelings are easily insulted. And she will go the other way. She will stick her head in the air and turn her nose up at you and ease on down the road. Money isn't everything. Never get on this kick about what money isn't. I guess it was some 6 years ago, when people were beginning to say things like, oh, well, Reverend Ike is just after the money. I'd say, you're partly right. You see, that's another thing. Don't be a hypocrite about money. See, that's important. And right there, don't be a hypocrite about money. And that's the first thing I tell these interviewers when they say, well, what about you and all this money? I said, the truth is I don't love money any more than anybody else. It's just that I'm not a hypocrite about it. Because you know what? Even Jesus said, if you be ashamed of me, I'll be ashamed of you. The same thing with money. That's a cosmic law. Whatever you are indifferent toward will be indifferent toward you. Write that down. That's cosmic law. Whatever you are indifferent toward will be indifferent toward you.